welcome to the first ever One Championship open workout in the United States of America. Please put your hands together for the multi-time world champion, Rich Ace Franklin.
You built up. Yeah. Is this good?
Looking swole, brother.
I'm staying in good shape, man. It's good to be back in the U.S. By the way, I've been located in Singapore for the last 2 years. I've been working for One Championship for the last 5, and this is the first time I've done a media tour for One Championship in the United States. So I'm really excited to be back here on my home turf and represent the company. You know, I often get asked, what is the difference between martial arts in the East and the West? And so I want to tell you guys a story about an event we had a couple years back, and there were 2 athletes on this event. A gentleman by the name of Saiful American, and his opponent, his name was Kim Dima. And these 2 guys, they battled it out in the ring, and Saiful ended up winning the match. And upon hearing about, prior to the match, upon hearing about Kim Dima's family's house had burned down, and after defeating him, he decided to go ahead and just take his win purse and give his entire win purse to Kim Dima's family to rebuild their house. The athlete was Cambodian, and they were able to rebuild their house with his own win purse. And these are some of the things that the athletes embody in One Championship. Things like compassion, discipline, and respect, and humility, and honor, and you know, these kind of attributes that when my dad put me in karate when I was a young kid, he wanted me to learn these kinds of things. And these are the kind of stories that you hear when you're in the East. The kind of stories that you hear from the One Championship roster. We have a roster of over 500 athletes. 110 world champions in various different martial arts, not just mixed martial arts, but arts like Muay Thai and kickboxing and so on. And you will hear stories frequently that are like this out of the East. And so when I hear these kinds of stories, it is definitely, when you see what's going on with some of the athletes here in the West and the kind of marketing that goes behind the matches and the fights that are over here, you can see the difference when you're dealing with athletes from One Championship. Obviously, we're here in the U.S. This is our first splash into the U.S. and I'm expecting big things here. We're here. We're announcing first, we have our deal with TNT. And when I personally heard about the deal with TNT, I know Mitch mentioned my role at One Championship. I actually run a separate organization called One Warrior Series, where I travel throughout Asia, and now we've extended to Australia and New Zealand. And I'm hoping that this is going to expand to me traveling to the United States looking for athletes as well. But I travel all over Asia, and I'm looking for athletes. I'll travel to the big cities, to some small villages, and I'm looking for the next world champion, essentially is what I'm looking for. I leave no stone unturned, and when I find an athlete, I basically tell their story. We go do some fun stuff, whatever that may be. It can be anything from hiking through the middle of the jungle and finding some sort of hidden temple that most tourists don't know about, to take them to do something crazy like bungee jumping or wakeboarding or whatever. We do everything in between. And I found some great talent. I would say my best find to date, if you guys are keeping up with the organization, is a young lady by the name of Stamp Fairtex. We told her story. She was a Muay Thai athlete out of Thailand and had been competing since the age of 6. And it was interesting seeing the footage of her at the age of 6 competing in Muay Thai bouts. And this is oftentimes how families in Thailand, their children will compete to actually help pay the bills, to earn milk money, essentially. And so we told her a story. I recruited her through my organization, and she came up, earned a contract with One Championship, and she's now currently a 2-sport athlete. She holds both the world title in Muay Thai kickboxing for One Championship and the world title for not just Muay Thai, but also kickboxing as well. And so it's really exciting finding this young talent. So
please put your hands together for the Vice President of One Championship. Show your love to Miesha Tate.
I feel weird on the mat with my shoes. We were talking about that. I was like, I'm treading lightly. I'm saying I'm balls my feet.
We're sorry, Club Los Angeles, but it had to be done. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, now we're gonna do a quick little Q&A. Okay, I'm gonna ask these guys some questions. They're gonna tell you a little bit about One Championship and what it means for them to be part of this world-class organization. Now, Miesha, we'll start with Miesha. What can you say about the growth of One Championship and why you decided to come all the way across the world to join One Championship?
Well, you know, I was really excited to become a part of One Championship. I think the moral integrity for myself just speaks to my heart. I love the fact that it's about the sport, and there's 110 world champions on the roster with One Championship. So it's really about being the best version of yourself, which I always aspire to be, even post being an athlete. And now I think that we have Sage, we have Demetrious, we have Eddie. I mean, it talks volumes about the growth and the prospect and coming over here. And this is really kind of our first step in tapping into the American market. So we're glad to be here, and I think we plan on continuing to grow, and I'm very proud to be a part of it.
For Demetrious Mighty Mouse Johnson!
How's it right today?
one of the best to ever do it, ladies and gentlemen, Demetrious Mighty Mouse Johnson! Show your love and make some noise for the underground king, Eddie Alvarez! March 31st, you can watch Eddie Alvarez throw down in the quarterfinals of the Lightweight World Grand Prix. Eddie Alvarez will be taking on the Russian phenomenon, Timofey Nazlukin, in the quarterfinals of the Lightweight World Grand Prix. It is going to be fireworks because Timofey is just crazy enough to stand toe-to-toe with the Underground King. please put your hands together for Super Sage Northcut! Sage Northcut's match has not yet been announced, so you have to stay tuned because Super Sage Northcut will be getting it done inside a One Championship cage, maybe a ring very soon. So watch, be on live for announcements coming up on when Super Sage will be throwing down inside One Championship. 5 minutes down, young man. Put it on him. He's working out with your right finger, guys. Come on, we bring all the 4,